What's going on YouTube? It's Kung Fu Chai here, and today we're back playing Magic. Been a while, I've had stuff going on and been busy, but whatnot, I'm back. And today we are playing a Death Touch deck, a Golgari, well I say Golgari, could be Witherbloom, but green-black Death Touch. Oof, perfect. I was about to say, focusing on Finn the Fangbearer, because nobody wants to block Death Touch creatures, then all of a sudden you just drop him turn 2 after you've attacked turn 1 most likely, because there's a lot of cheap Death Touch creatures in here. It's a shame they've not got any turn 1, but, well, nobody wants to block a Death Touch creature. It's just kind of what it is. And then you've got some nice stuff like Vraska's Swarm Eminence. If that manages to stay out, any Death Touch thing that you hit him with just gets that a little bit bigger, becomes a bit more of a threat. And then you've got Ronus, where, you know, when your things eventually get big enough, you've got an indestructible Death Toucher. So it's not even like it's a trade, your opponent's just fucked if they have to block that. As long as that doesn't get boosted, I can quite happily block that. And that does what? Cool. I guess. Yay? Question mark? No, I don't know what it is. I know what it does. It's just something. Yeah, this is quite a fun card because Menace and Death Touch, and it's a 3/2, so it's not like a little 1/1 where it, like, you know, does fuck all damage. But it's got Menace as well, so your opponent has to block with like 2 or more creatures. But you're a 3/2, so you can split damage. Ah. Well, that's not good. Fucking hate playing against that card. It's just a shit card. I've got 4 mana, which is pretty much like the end of the curve for this deck. So I'm thinking, do I go this, discard the next turn, get rid of the Aspirant, or do I go Vraska and attack? I'm an idiot, I can't even play Lily on this thing, so I've got 3 fucking thingies out. Yep, we're going Vraska. Vraska, baby. So, attack with this. That should go through, and that'll make it a 4/3. No way he's going to block, because that basically just sets his entire board to 0. All to stop 2 little poison counters. Did consider trying some like proliferate stuff in the deck, but I just couldn't get it feeling right. It'd either be you end up with a bunch of proliferate stuff, although I suppose that one that what's it called, fuck it, I know what I'm, the one where it's like landfall proliferate, I suppose that could work. Like I said, you kind of just tap out, like curve out with about 4 mana in this deck. Everything's meant to be cheap and fast and aggressive. As in, oh, what does that do? You may play those cards. Okay, well he's got no mana, so, sorry, he's got a Sundown Path, so he has, is that slow land? Oh no, that's untapped land. Ronus is online now. Attacking with my Finn, not the best, I know. But he'll want to block something. And most likely he blocks the Finn. So I still get in, and I've still got cards on board. As long as he doesn't ping my Spirit or my Vraska. Of course he's going to ping the Spirit. What's he got? He's got a Storm's Edge first strike, Facebreaker creates treasure. Mull of the Skyclave is flying in 2/2. Still feel fairly good about this because I've now got 2 engrave. I can do Lily, do a minus, and just remove the aspirant this turn. And then I can attack my 2 death touch creatures. Actually, I put Swamp down. How much is that? 3. 3, 6. Nah. Can't do a Ronus boost, which is unfortunate. Yeah. One thing that like really gutted me was the fact that this is just pure green colour identity, because if it was Golgari, it'd have been such a cool death touch commander. Because you've got that assassin card that has to be blocked by all opponents. You've got stuff like this Vraska that cares about death touch. There's the 1/1 death touch lifelink vampire. There's what's called the mutate death touch 3/3 card from Ikoria. There's the, I want to say, Blightfang Viper, the one where it's a 1/4 death touch. When a creature with death touch attacks, opponent takes 1 damage. Like, so much good death touch stuff in black. Really disappointed that it weren't. But, you know, what can you do? Oh shit, that's got lifelink, doesn't it? Yeah, it's going to be an issue. I don't think of anything where my Lily's going to do that's actually going to be like useful and survive, unfortunately. Just need to draw 1 Finn, get a Finn the Fangbearer, and then boom, pretty much guaranteed a win. Emma, what are you doing, Gloider? Excuse me. Huh. Huh. Yeah, this hasn't quite gone to plan. Shouldn't have attacked with the Finn. Should have kept the Finn around. If I'd have kept the Finn alive anyway, he'd have been targeted down by the Fireblade. It's just shit. Just shit. Can't particularly see a way out of this, to be honest. Got 2 blocks. Oh shit, no, I haven't even got 2 blocks, because that'd be down to bollocks. I have a blocker. Yeah, that's not quite ideal.
People call me a death dealer, but I rarely offer discounts.
I'm gonna lie, forgot about the lifelink on my vampire. Just might be enough to tide me over to hopefully get 1 more turn and draw that Finn. Just thinking Revenge of Ravens would probably go quite nice in this deck, because since you play a few Planeswalkers, just discourages your opponent from attacking your Planeswalkers for, you know, speeding up the death. Oh shit. Oh shit, does the Lions give +1? Yep. That's game. Yeah. Didn't even think that they had the equipment out. God damn it. That's rude. I wanted my graveyard. Come on, just fucking finish me already. Yep. Well, that's not quite how the deck normally plays. It's normally a bit better than that. But, yeah, let's have a look in game 2. 'Cause fuck it, I'm going back to 3 games. Right, game 2. Let's go. Ooh, that is a nice hand. Where's my fucking mouse? There it is. We don't even care about the draw on him. Just the fact that we get a death touch out turn 1. If they don't get a turn 1 creature, we can already start hitting them for poison. Ooh, a tap land. It's unfortunate. I almost played the wrong land then. That would have been unfortunate. And now, that's the sort of start that you want with this deck. As your opponent's kind of like put into a 2-turn clock now. Because they have to have shit and shit that blocks, which they do not have. Yeah. Unless they can remove Finn, I've won. Because he'll still get his trigger out for the poison counters. Yep. That's how the deck's meant to go. Game 3 against Wooey. Love that art for Soren. It's like, oof, oh no, he's hot. Not the most ideal start. Crystalline Giant's just in the deck for one reason. It can get flying and death touch, because deck doesn't really have any ways to deal with flyers. But also, if you get first strike on it, that's a death sentence for... Ooh, that was a nice start actually. I take it back. What's this thing do? Yeah, not a lot. Okay, so instead of dealing damage it does -1/-1 counters. That's unfortunate because this deck is small. Shit. Ooh. Oh no. Yeah, well there's the reach I was on about. Ideally would have liked hexproof because I'm guessing this is a spellslinger deck. Come on, what combat tricks you got? You've got something, haven't you? Yeah. Didn't want to give up the thingy, but got rid of the combat trick, which is good. Leave them both up to block. No doubt he's just going to ping one of them down with something, but it still means he's going to have to sack something in order to get through and hit Vraska. He's going to be like, what do you? No? Oh, let's get everything open, so he's probably got 2 combat tricks. But unless he's got an invuln... Actually, no, because he could actually just straight up. Cool. That's fine by me. I'm good with that. Nice trade. GG. Thanks. Sweet. Nice. Toit. Yeah, I'll keep that open for a draw. Hexproof. That's not hexproof. That's a good sign if he's just wasting that to draw a card. Means that he must have a bit of a dead hand. I'm guessing he does. Right, so yeah, a 2-1. Yeah, 2-1, I can deal with that. Yeah, let's have a look at the deck. Alright, this is the deck, let's have a nosy at it then. Turns out I was wrong, I forgot I had Garrick in here. Yeah, this deck really would benefit from like 1 or 2 Revenge of Ravens, just really dissuade your opponent from attacking Planeswalkers. But that's beside the point. Let's have a look. A little look-see. Got 3 Falmire Knights, a 1/1 Death Toucher for 1, which is good. Later game, you can use it as a draw if you've got the mana open, which is also good because you do tend to run out of steam in that as the game goes on. Unless your Planeswalkers have been sitting out and then doing work. Then next up we have 4 Vampire Diamond, 1/1 Death Touch for 1, which is pretty much all you care about. The lifelink's nice, but it doesn't really come into effect that often. Then last but not least you have the Tajuru Blightblade. Just repeating the same shit said before. It's a 1/1 Death Touch for 1. Different colour though, so you know you get green mana instead of black. Well, hey. Next up, 4th in the Fangbearer is kind of the MVP. Like the deck, you want to get him out every game if possible because he can just end your game so fucking fast. As we saw in game 2 where the opponent just conceded. Like they didn't have anything. I could have just killed them that turn. I like the fact it started 1/3 and it's not a 1/1, so it can take a bit of a hit without just going down straight away. But no matter what it hits, it's still going down. Next up we have a single Cheville Bane of Monsters. The card draw can be nice when you start spreading counters around and pressuring by attacking with a lot of Death Touch stuff with a Fin out. Because your opponents say like, ah shit, I need to block. And you can put counters on stuff that you think they'll want to block with. Sometimes you like mind games, they'll be like, no, I don't want to block with that, and they make worse blocks because of it, which is good for you. If they block it with the thing you put the counter on, it's still good for you because you get to draw a card and gain life, so well, hey. Next up to 3 drops, Hooded Blightfang, Blightfang, that's alright, Blightfang, fuck me, I can't speak, Hooded Blightfang. That can be a nice way to finish games off if you've got a lot of stuff on board but can't actually connect with the poison damage. You can just hit with everything and just ping for a bunch of life. Yeah. Also gives your creatures Planeswalker Death Touch, which is pretty nice. Not very relevant, but it can happen, can be useful. We've got a single Pestilent Spirit. It's the Menace Death Touch, like I said. It makes your opponent have to double block or else they're definitely taking damage, and it's a 3/2, so it's not inconsequential damage either. Single Ronus the Indomitable. You don't have loads of big stuff in the deck, like I said, you're mainly focusing on your little stuff, so it's sometimes a bit awkward to get it online, but when it's online, a 5/5 Indestructible Death Touch, it's a threat. Your opponent has to block it every turn. Your opponent can't get rid of it for most likely, so yeah. 2 Okran Assassins. Oh god, if this wasn't a 1/1, this would be like fucking brilliant. But all I'm going to say is it's an elf assassin, not a human, so just remember that in a minute. But yeah, all creatures able to block Thingy Assassin do so. You have enough creatures out and you Fin out to do the poison kill. You attack with this as well. Your opponent has to put everything onto this and everything else. Death Touch just goes straight past and starts poisoning and you win. Brilliant. We've got 4 Lottery Giants. Told you, it's the reach, it's the first strike, and the Death Touch. That's pretty much what you play it for. It can be nice when you get a 1/1 counter on it because it turns Ronus online now. But yeah, going into the 4 drops, or technically it's a 3 drop, 9 times out of 10. Insatiable Hammerphage. Whenever this creature mutates, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life where X number of times it's mutated. If you mutate that multiple times onto the same card, the effect is stacked, so it like mutates once, you gain 1, your opponent loses 1. You mutate twice, your opponent loses 2, you gain 2, your opponent loses 2, you gain 2, so it's a 4 either way. 3 goes into 9, 4, 16. The likelihood of getting 4 onto the same thing in one game, very unlikely, but it gives it a 3/3 stat line. which makes your health, that more deadly, that more nice, and it just means that you can actually hit and take out more stuff that your opponent doesn't want to block with, most likely, but it's just forced to. Onto Players Walks, we've got 2 Liliana, Wake Up the Dead. You just play it for that top one because, like I said, you speed out through your cards most likely, so you can start doing that. Doesn't really do any negative effects for you because, like I said, your hand's more or less empty anyway, and your opponent just starts discarding. If your opponent gets to the point where they can't, they just start losing life, which is pretty nice. The -3, target creature gets XX, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. Unlikely, you've got a fair few little 1/1s in the graveyard, so you can like just straight up ping something down that you don't like. And that emblem, if you get that emblem out, it can be fucking backbreaking. As it means that unless your opponent exiles your Finn, because likelihood if you've got the emblem, you've had at least one Finn in the game, you can just keep bringing it back every turn, and that makes everything potentially lethal against your opponent, which is pretty nice. Then we have 3 Vraska, Swarm's Eminence. Fucking love Vraska. Best Planeswalker, best girl, love her, chef's kiss. Mwah. Whenever a creature you control Death Touch deals damage to a player or a Planeswalker, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So you managed to get through something. Ooh, it's got a little bit bigger. You get something for 3/3. It's a 4/4 now. Oh, it's 4/4. Uranus is online. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh, your Oakland Assassin, your opponent didn't block anything with it. Oh, it's 2/2 now, so it's bigger. That means that when they do decide to block it, you can spread the damage out more. It's like, ooh, nice. And then you've got the -2, create a 1/1 Black Assassin creature token with Death Touch and Planeswalker Death Touch, so just nice. Just an extra body. It's got Death Touch, it counts towards your Finn, poison. And then, last but not least, 2, is it 2? I want to say 2. Yeah, 2 Garruk, Cursed Huntsman. Just creating the wolves is quite nice, because your opponent, it's a bit awkward for opponent to attack when you've got a board full of Death Touch, because you just hold them back for a turn or two whilst you get your wolves up. Once you've got your wolves up, you attack with your Death Touch stuff, opponent has to block him. If your opponent doesn't block him, your opponent tries and does a crap back, you've got wolves out, you block with your wolves, Garruk goes up, boom, you've got an emblem, and then all of a sudden all your Death Touch stuff is just straight away getting through because you have trample, and +3/+3. So, yeah, pretty scary when you get that off and you've got a field full of Death Touch stuff and a Finn out, because it's like, yeah, you don't really have a chance. On to the lands. I didn't do anything fancy with it, I'll be straight honest. Because, what's that? Oh, it's an uncommon. I don't know why I've not got any, like, shock lands or anything. Because I feel like that'd probably work with the whole, like, 1 mana drops, but, yeah, it's not needed. Like, most games, mana don't have any issue whatsoever. Like, the only times there's ever an issue with mana is when I'm a bit of a moron, and I'm like, ooh, I'll play a 3rd forest, and now I've got 4 mana. I can play Liliana. It's like, oh no. I know I can't. I'm a moron. Or like Cheville, I'll have like a forest out and I'll have like a forest and a swamp in my hand and I'll play another forest and I'll be like, why can't I play it? Oh wait. Oh no. But yeah, that's the deck, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, peace.